Buenos dias, good morning from Boulders. I am going to make the long-awaited tower workout this morning. I have a separate video for warm-up, so make sure that your body's warm, that you have checked in, you know where you're tight, you know where you might want to focus more work, go easy on another part of your body, and just bring yourself into your breath before we begin. So once we begin, we're going to make sure that we have once we're warmed up, we're going to make sure that we have our tower connected properly. Always check to make sure if it's in the door or your hooks, everything is secure before you begin. Have your maple roll down bar on, straps handy, and if you have a little ball, that's great, we'll be using that. And I will not be using the ring today, we'll do that in the next tower workout. But I always like to have my ring because it just keeps my ball from rolling away. So your body's warmed up, let's begin. Nice and tall by the tower. Inhale, exhale, scooping into the abdominals, rolling yourself down one vertebra at a time. Inhaling and exhale as you peel yourself off the mat. Again, reversing that one vertebra at a time. Heels are together, zipping up into your pelvic floor and adductors. Arms stay straight. Inhale, exhale. So you draw the shoulder blade down with a little press down on the bar, not a lot. And roll down. Inhale. Exhale, scooping in and coming all the way up. So you can have a overhand grip like this, or you can take your thumbs underneath. You really don't need much strength. I prefer my thumbs under, but I'm not gripping the bar. And the only reason why we say thumbs up is to keep you from gripping the bar. So whatever you're most comfortable with. Using the breath to draw deeper into the abdominals, slowing down the articulation as you go down. So let's bend the knees, take your ball, place it in the small of your back, feeling that nice support. Inhale, exhale, scoop into the abdominals. Inhale here, exhale, scoop in, coming up slightly. Inhale as you go back. You're finding that range where you feel challenged into your abdominals. Your feet are connected to the floor, your legs are quiet. And you're finding that point where you feel challenged, but you're not stressing your lower back. So if you want to come over the ball more, no tension through the neck. Arms are straight. And coming all the way up. Gently forward folding, releasing your spine. Coming back up, changing the grip to as wide as you can go. If you can go outside of your hooks, if you have one of those wider bars, but as wide as you can go on your bar. Tuck that ball in again, bending your knees. Inhale, exhale as you lean into it, lift the chest and take it into a row. If you can pull the bar all the way into your chest, feel free. I've modified this a little bit. Slow, smooth, and controlled. We'll work into some faster tower workouts, but for the initial one, pretty basic, pretty intense. Oh, and as you know, inhale, hold, exhale as you come up, forward folding. Just, if it's not enough resistance, move away from your tower. If it's too much resistance, move a little bit closer. I had a tad bit of too much resistance is why I didn't pull the bar all the way in. So go ahead and bend your knees again. Place your right hand on the bar. Take a deep breath in, nice and tall. Exhale, sink into that ball. And then exhale, twist. Take that left hand to the outside of the right knee and twist. I am lifting a little bit, but I'm not lifting off the ball like that. I'm trying to stay heavy into the ball, contracted here, and pulling the obliques in as you rotate. God, I can smile. Don't need to take myself so seriously, right? Inhale here, and exhale as you come all the way up nice and tall. Left hand will come in the center, right hand under the bar. Inhale, make sure you're tucked in. Exhale, come down. Inhale, hold. Exhale as you rotate left. Again, the deeper you go on this, the more of a challenge you're going to have. It's a fine line between challenging your abdominals and your back not taking the heat of your ego trying to work too hard. It's the beauty of Pilates. It's very gentle and deep. Inhale here, and exhale as you come all the way up. Sitting tall, remove your ball. Take your legs out wide to out past the edges of your mat. So let's take the left leg on top of the right leg and the left hand in the center of the bar on top of the right hand. Tall through the spine, inhale. Exhale, rolling yourself down. So it's a straight on roll down. Left hand reaches out to the side, comes up overhead, circling around, coming back to center as you roll yourself all the way up. Inhale, exhale, pressing down. A lot going on when we add arms and things, so just making sure that you're still articulating through your spine, reaching out, reaching over, feel that nice stretch through the lateral side of the left body, and coming up. Nice and tall, opening the legs out, right over left, left hand down, right on top. Inhale. Exhale, scooping in. Reaching. Lovely. Let's go ahead and turn around, keeping the bar on, and carefully coming around into your bridge position. So check the bar, check your resistance, and then adjust your body, keeping your hands shoulder width apart, long through the neck. You'll have nothing under your head here. Feet as close to your glutes as you're comfortable. Hips, knees, and ankles in a nice straight line, and the weight even between the inner outer pad of the foot and the heel. So your nice little triangle into your feet. Inhale. Exhale as you articulate, coming all the way up. Just holding the arms still for a moment. Inhale, and exhale, articulating as you come all the way down. Adjust your feet if you need to. Inhale, exhale. Articulate as you come up. Press the arms down. Return the arms and articulate all the way down. Do 2 more of these, articulating, scooping in, and press. This time we'll move the pelvis as a whole. So we'll do a stable bridge. We'll press up, press down, and lower. Press up and hold, lower a couple inches, lift a couple inches, and squeeze, squeeze. Hold, inhale, and exhale, articulate, scooping in slowly, slowly, until the tailbone touches. Releasing that bar, coming up to kneeling. Patting your knees if you need to. And, sorry, I didn't realize my head was going to be cut off. Inhale here, exhale as you press. Body is nice and tall. Again, adjusting your resistance. Hold that bar down, look right, center, left, center, and return. Press down, look left, center, right, center, and return. Might need to back up for this one a little bit. Arms are out in front. Inhale, exhale with your entire body. You're going to lean back, pause, and return nice and tall. Keeping your body as straight as a board as you come back and return. Core and quads you should be feeling. One more. Lovely. Go ahead and take your bar off, placing your handles on. And then coming onto your back. So you can always put a little something under your head for this. And if you don't like lifting, if you have a lot of neck tension, feel free to just take a ball, not quite this big, but you can unsquish it a little bit, or whatever. Take some air out, make it a little squishier, and then you can put it underneath your head and keep your head lifted during this series instead of having to lift. So whichever you're comfortable with. We're going into the small handles. And we're simply going to just check our resistance, pressing down and releasing, and see where you are. So then legs come into tabletop, arms just press straight down. Sinking deep into the abdominals. Right now I have a neutral lower back, my rib cage is heavy. Inhale, exhale, lift the head and chest. So that nice triangle that lifts up. So I'm keeping a space between my chin and my chest. Looking just past my toes. And let's add on to that. So, depending on your abdominal strength, you can take your legs to 30 degrees from the floor, or you can take them up and you can leave your head down on a ball, however you want to modify this. So you're challenged without straining your back. And lowering down, taking your head side to side for a gentle stretch. Legs return to tabletop, arms straight out. Inhale, exhale as you press down, lift the head and chest. Elbows hover over the ground as you bend in and press down. Alternating leg out. Set your head down if you have any neck tension. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Move up a little bit. I felt a lot of tension in my neck there because I was too far away from the tower. So don't muscle through, make your adjustments. Legs in tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, press down, legs come out. Little snappy open close, bend the knees and lower. Exhale, press. Another way to adjust your tension, I think my tower is too high. I should have had it lower. So you can move the tower up or down in your door. And coming down, taking your head side to side. Next move is pretty advanced. So you can modify this by keeping the head down. Inhale, legs in tabletop. Exhale, press down, lift the head and chest, look towards the feet, palms face the body, jumping jacks, open and close. Strong abs, no tension. Inhale, nicely done. Okay, let's go to legs in straps. So again, you may have to adjust your location, going into the big straps if you have an option. And just check your tension by pressing out. And generally you don't get it the first time. Mats with like designs on them are handy for this, because then you can just line yourself up to a certain spot. So heels together, neutral pelvis. I like to keep my hands here when I'm working in tower, just to make sure that I'm still, especially if I don't have anybody watching me. So rib cage is down, pelvis is neutral, which means hip bones and pubic bone on the same plane, right? It stays there through the whole workout. My tailbone is the heaviest part. From my ribs down, my tailbone's the heaviest part, so it's pressing into the mat. Not forced in, but pressing in, and it'll stay there. That's your range of motion. Obviously springs spring you back. So we're pressing and we're dragging, we're resisting. We're pressing and resisting. Zipping up into the pelvic floor, using those adductors. And come up. Explore how high you can come up without lifting your tailbone off the mat. That's your top range, and then explore when you come down where you can stay connected without your hip bones popping up. So that's your circle range. Heels together as you circle. Chest is open. And let's reverse that. So I come up and circle down. So I'm putting these videos on YouTube. I bought another service, but I'm having a challenge with it. YouTube is easy, but let me know if you get ads. I think you might have to pay to not get ads to interrupt your workout. So let me know if that's the case. I'm still working on the other program, but I'm thinking I might just do a YouTube channel and call it good. So give me your feedback on that, please. And then you're coming down and you're opening the toes out and squeezing the heels together. So in this one, if you'd like to get rotation through your hips, you can go out, point the toes and come in, slide out, point the toes and come in, slide out and in. If that doesn't feel good to you, you can go out and in, or out and squeeze the heels in. And then coming to neutral, meeting in the center, take the legs up and straight leg press down. Tap, tap, so glute, glute, and slowly return. Tap, tap, and slowly return. Tap, tap, and return. So let's go ahead and add to that. Let's take it down, bend it in, and take it up. As the other one comes down, bend in, and up. Bicycle. Reaching, nice big slow motion. You might have to play with the springs on this. It's either gonna have to go on the inside of your leg or on the outside, but you just want to torque the knee, trying to avoid the springs. You just feel your legs, right? I mean, you can just feel the beauty of the movement and how it's shaping your legs so nicely. Go ahead and reverse it. Just feel all the muscles going nice and slow, even into the core. bring the legs in for a moment. Take it into this Buddha stretch if that's comfortable for you, or here. You can drop the feet all the way down and just let the hips open. We're going to do one more movement, so just take a little break. Best is yet to come. Legs in tabletop, or legs in frog. Inhale, exhale, press out. Slide out along that tabletop that we did, and then keep the knees in place as you bring the heels together. Extended frog. Press out. Slide open. Knees stay still as feet come together. Beautiful. Out, open, together. Nice and neutral through the pelvis. Press, press, and press. And reverse it. Come in, open out, and squeeze together. Come in, open out, and squeeze. Pretty intense on the adductors. Just bring the legs up, remove the straps, hug your knees in. Reversing the circles. And let's come up to our upper body. I forgot to mention about changing springs. I just have one set of springs, but some of you that have the regular towers, you can change springs. You should have long springs on for leg work, and then if you have an option, change your short springs for upper body. So kneeling, facing the tower, nice and lifted through the chest. Hands are neutral, so grabbing up on the webbing or towards the buckles. Straight arms press back and return. Nice and tall, press back, pause, and return. Depending upon your tower height, you can stand up to do this. If you prefer not to be on your knees, all of this upper body work can be done standing. Pause. Turn. And spin around. So your back is to the tower. You'll have a slight forward lean, especially if you're standing. So you're engaging your core as you take it into a hug a tree and return. So you're not touching your fingers together in front, and you're not taking your elbows back behind your body. So it's a smaller move, just in front of the shoulders and opening out. If you have springs like I do, watch out for your hair. It. Coming forward a little bit, take the fingertips. You're going to take it into a little triangle. So fingertips and thumbs touching. And then you'll drop the hands behind the head and press up on a diagonal. Slide down and press up. So elbows are lifted. come down. We're gonna widen the hands. Sorry you can't see me. We're gonna widen the hands, and we're gonna take the hands down and press up and overhead into a shoulder press. Again, this can be done standing. I know some of you have knee issues. Easy to do standing. It's actually preferred standing. But it's a little challenging on some of the tower setups to do it standing. Take the arms down and punch. Slow the return. You can actually walk out a little bit more. You're coming right in front of the shoulder. Notice my body's not rotating, just my arms pressing. And release that. Coming down. Actually do this one with the bar, but I forgot to, so we'll just improvise and use the straps. Nice and tall. Chest is lifted. You can lean back a little bit, drawing into your abdominals as your arm curl in and out. If you have any elbow issues, you may want to just drop your elbows down a little bit. You also may want to slice your hands in. It takes any pressure off elbows. That's going a little too fast. Slow it down. Return slowly. There we go. Chest is lifted. So shoulders are sliding down your back. Oh, an exercise ball just blew out of my room. Probably joining us soon. Whew. Nice. Okay, so let's go to side lying legs. So we just need one strap. I'm taking one off. Here comes the ball, just because it bothers my head. So side lying. Place your leg in the big strap. Find that place where you feel a good amount of resistance, and then adjust your body closer or farther away. And then keep everything in a straight line. So the bottom leg is bent for stability. You can keep it straight, which is a lot more challenge. It's up to you. And then everything in a nice long line. Cradling your head or putting a pillow under your head, whatever you're comfortable with. If hand is here or up, it's obviously more of a challenge as well. This would probably be the most advanced way to do it. Or if your hand is down, very gentle pressure into the hand to protect those fingers. Press. And then obviously, whoop, spring wants to just take you right up, but we're not going to let it. We're going to press down, keep that foot parallel, and take it, control it up. Down, and control it up. So this is almost like the toe drop, but you really can't drop the toe much while it's in the strap. So keep that foot parallel. Don't allow it to come up, the toe to come to the ceiling. So we're keeping the rotation out of the hip for this one. You're still contracted through the core, body is nice and stable. And let's take it to circle. So come up, circle around. These really are not circles, they're ovals. But I'm not going to argue with Joseph Pilates. He's pretty good at what he does. And then reverse it. Really feel that nice extension as you go back. Control it coming up. Hold it here. Lift the lower leg up and scissors front and back. Trying to keep that top leg parallel to the floor. Bring the legs together. Turn the toes out and breathe in, 2, 3, 4, tap, 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 tap. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. And lower, bend that knee into a figure 4. This is another one where we have to kind of watch the buckle. I like to bring it in front of my knee so that I can get that external rotation. But if you can't open your knee that much, go ahead and put it on the outside of your knee. So you're dragging it into a figure 4, pressing it to the ceiling, and pressing down. So this time we're getting hip rotation in while we're doing this move, and press. Slide in, extend, and press. My body's still totally still. It's going from the core, nice and strong, and down. Reverse it. Lift, bend, and press away. Lift, bend, and press. And press, pressing out. And let's take that strap off for our favorite. Take the leg in front and the top arm behind into a twist. And slowly untwist. Coming up and changing sides. So rather than having my back to you, I will move the camera. See if that works. And find that nice spot. Nice long line with your body, and then press down and release. Again, crown of the head all the way down to that toe is a nice long line. Bending the bottom leg is going to make it more challenging. Press and release. Adjusting your resistance. Keeping that foot facing forward. I think I was letting my leg come up too high. Foot forward, press, and release. Nice change of view for you all. And then taking it into circles. Come up and circle.
Your hip's rotating a little bit, but we're not allowing the toe to point to the ceiling in the hip circle. It's still, we're working the range of motion of the femur inside the pelvis. And reverse it. It isolates different muscles, in case you wonder. Like it gets your medius and the muscles here as opposed to the inner external rotators of the hip. And flex it forward too, keeping that foot parallel. Point as you take it behind. I always forget things, as you know, and now I can't ask you. Now there's nobody to remind me if I'm forgetting something. So let me know when you watch it, what I've forgotten. And now bring the leg parallel and scissors front and back. Oops. Trying to control that, keeping it parallel. Bring the legs together, heels together, little Pilates V. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, tapping. Try to lighten up, try to get it into the obliques, not too much into your hand. Inhale, and exhale, lower that leg. So this time we're gonna get the external rotators, we're gonna drag that leg in, extend it to the ceiling, and press. In, extend, and press. And reverse, lift, bend, and press away. And let's take that leg out, take it in front, open up. Can you see my little banana spider friend in the cactus? I don't know how he eats because he hasn't moved since I've been here. And slowly return. We're going to take it into back extension, and unfortunately it looks like it might rain. So if you have a push-through bar, you're going to use your push-through bar. So if you have one of the seated towers, you'll have a push-through bar here that you'll use to push through. You know how it works. If not, let me know. If you don't have a push-through bar, okay, but you'll be on your stomach to do the push-through. So you'll have your bar here and you'll lift up just like we are going to do with our straps. So you're going to take neutral grip here on the straps. Wherever that is for you, neck is long. Take a deep breath in. Keep the lower body quiet, but pull the navel off the mat so you're nice and long through the spine. Head is long, inhale. Exhale as you come up into a gentle extension, and you're just taking airplane arms out, sliding your shoulder blades down, coming up into a little bit more of an extension. Always watching that neck, so it's not overextending. It's a very gentle lift, shoulder blades sliding down. Head comes along for the ride. And exhale, lowering. Inhale as you extend. And exhale, lowering. Nice. Place yourself, hands under your shoulders, releasing that, and coming up into a child's pose. Coming up, pressing into down dog. Tailbone comes up to the sky, heels go to the floor. Taking deep breaths in. Lengthening your spine. Next exhale, draw the navel towards the spine, walking yourself up. Scooping deep into the abdominals as you come all the way up to standing. And then taking a deep breath in, scooping the energy all the way up from the earth, coming up to your tiptoes, and exhaling down. Again, inhale as you come up, scooping the energy all the way up. And exhale down. And again, inhale. And exhale. And turning the palms away. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. See you again on the mat.